Hey everyone, welcome back to BDG Reviews and another episode of Samurai Sunday. Got something a little different this week. This is all stuff I've mentioned before in videos, but it just really fits with, like the samurai genre. And I'm doing a 3-in-1 review. So what we're reviewing today is Kwaidan, or Kaidan, however you want to pronounce it, Kuroneko, and Onibaba. These are three really good, like samurai horror flicks. And if you're watching this channel, you know I live and breathe horror, and I really enjoy samurai flicks. So these all go together quite well. So I'm gonna start off with Kwaidan. Like I've been doing recently, I'm gonna read the back as opposed to try to muddle through an explanation of the plot. Okay, so here we go. Well, I'll get past this. Actually, you know what? This doesn't really tell you anything. Screw it. I'll read it anyway. After more than a decade of somber political dramas and socially minded period pieces, the great Japanese director Masaki Kobayashi shifted gears dramatically for this rapturous-styled quartet of ghost stories. Featuring colorfully surreal sets and luminous cinematography, these haunting tales of demonic comeuppance and spiritual trials, adapted from writer Lafcadio Hearn's collection of Japanese folklore, are existentially frightening and meticulously crafted. This version of Kaidan is the original 3-hour cut never before released in the US. So there, it's not the greatest explanation of it, but the gist is it's an anthology. It's 4 stories, all dealing with different, they're all ghost stories. Let's be honest. I love this movie. This movie is a complete S-class film, and I say that simply because also it's stunning. I thought this back when I watched this originally back on Criterion DVD. Then I had a Eureka DVD from Britain, which had the 3-hour cut. Now this is the Criterion Blu-ray, also the 3-hour cut. Every version has looked spectacular. The colors are beautiful. It's just a beautiful film. It really is. Some of the stories are stronger than others. Like Hoichi the Earless is quite a striking story, and probably the goriest of the lot, if you will. Then you got The Woman in Snow. That's a great story. In a Cup of Tea isn't the greatest, I don't think, but that's just me. And The Black Hair is just kind of. It's been told before, that story, But yeah, Kwaidan, however you want to pronounce it, complete S-class film. If you have not seen this movie, you owe it to yourself to get a copy. It's awesome. So yeah, S-class, Kwaidan. Next up, we got Kuroneko. In this poetic and atmospheric horror fable, set in a village in war-torn feudal Japan, malevolent spirits are ripping the throats of itinerant samurai. When a military hero is dispatched to confront the unforeseen forces, he finds that he must struggle with personal demons as well. From Kaneto Shindo, director of the similarly terrifying Onibaba, Kuroneko, aka Black Cat, is a spectacularly eerie twilight tale with a surprisingly feminist angle, evoked through ghostly special effects and exquisite cinematography. Okay, this one is not S-class. This is a 8 out of 10. It's a really solid samurai ghost flick. But it doesn't have that, I don't know, it's like visceral gut punch, if you will, that Kwaidan has. It just excuse me, it just sort of feels like another samurai ghost flick, honestly. But it's a damn good one. I mean, obviously it's released through Criterion. Sorry, I'm just not talking right today. I don't know. Um, Anything released through Criterion is automatically like awesome. It's just a given. But Kuroneko is pretty damn cool. I gotta say, it's very atmospheric. It doesn't. There's no gore or anything. It's from 1968. Black and white, but it's a really solid flick. Give it a shot. If you haven't seen it, it's worth it. Next up, we got Onibaba, and just for the record, this is the Eureka Blu-ray. From what I know, it's Region B locked. For some reason, Criterion own the rights over here, but for some reason they've just never put out an Onibaba Blu-ray. I don't know why. I honestly I wish they would. Yeah. So here we go. Kaneto Shindo, one of Japan's most prolific directors, received his biggest international success with the release of Onibaba, aka The Demoness. In 1964, its depiction of violence and graphic sexuality was unprecedented at the time of its release. Shindo managed, through his own production company, Kindai Eiga Kyokai, to bypass the strict self-regulated Japanese film industry, and pave the way for such films as Masumura's Moju, Blind Beast, and Nagisa Oshima's Ai no Korida, In the Realm of the Senses, which I freaking love. That's a great movie. Onibaba, or Onibaba with an extra A at the end in its alternate spelling, is set during a brutal period in history, a Japan ravaged by civil war between rivaling shogunates. Weary from combat, samurai are drawn towards the 7-foot-high Sasuke grass fields to hide and rest themselves, whereupon they are ambushed and murdered by a ruthless mother and daughter-in-law team. The women throw the samurai's bodies into a pit and barter their armor and weapons for food. When Hachi, a neighbor returning from the wars, brings bad news, he threatens the woman's partnership. Yeah, so there we go. This is another S-Class film. It's completely perfect. It's an awesome movie. And honestly, it laid the foundation for... Well, actually, when you say it, all three of these laid the foundation for what would become J-horror, which is not a term I particularly like, J-horror. It's like, come on. But they were kind of the blueprints for that. And Onibaba and Kwaidan are head and shoulders above the others. It's a complete S-Class film. So, take that for what you will. Onibaba, S-Class. Kuroneko, 8 out of 10. Still really good. Not S-Class. And Kwaidan, S-Class all the way. So, that's it for now. See you next time.